The remake of The Running Man is coming out November 17th. No, 14th, right? 14th.
I don't know. I'm not saying it.
You're not going to watch The Running Man?
I'm not going to watch the remake. No.
No?
I'll tell you why in a bit.
Okay. Well, it comes out November 14th nationwide. And I want to go over the original with Arnold simply because it's cheesy fun. It's simplistic. It's fun, in my opinion. It is hilariously dated. I don't know. I don't know what to say, but let's get to it. Welcome back to Tales of Two Bros. My name is Angel,
I'm a Don.
where we give a review at least once a week. Spoiler alert. So, The Running Man, originally written by who?
Oh, you're asking me detailed questions, though.
Stephen King, actually, in the
Really?
pseudonym of Richard Bachman. He wrote so many books, and he didn't want to get, I guess, certain stories, what have you, or be typecast. I don't know. I don't really remember why he changed it, but he wrote a lot of stories under a pseudonym, and this got picked up, and then it was later found out it was him. We did a review of something, and we brought it up about The Running Man, and we seen
I think it was
some of
Lottery Ticket. Did we review Lottery Ticket?
We didn't review Lottery Ticket, but we brought that in. We brought that in because the new Running Man resembled Lottery Ticket and something else.
That's why. So the new Running Man is basically Lottery Ticket and Running Man put together.
But from what I've read, because I haven't read the story, the new Running Man is actually more truer to the story than the Arnold one.
I'm not surprised about that. Stephen King is notorious for being pissed off about the movie adaptations of his stories. Up until recently, have been wildly divergent from the story.
Okay.
The Shining, for example. He's
And I think
been on record.
I think so too.
Children of the Corn. Take your pick.
I saw The Long Walk. Have you seen The Long Walk?
No.
Based off a Stephen King novel. It is dated, which I liked it. The movie, I liked it. That's what I liked about the movie is that it was like a period piece. It was like back in the day, but it was kind of like what The Running Man is now, and or the Arnold one is like the world is in pieces. It's like the government is controlling everything, and then there's a certain race or event that the winner gets all this money and what have you, and it's televised. But it's nothing like what we saw here or what we're going to see, or what I'm going to see, because apparently you're not going to see it. But the Glen Powell movie is televised, but people are trying to chase him and kill him. Where The Longest Walk is who's the last remaining person walking. But why is your reason not wanting to see the remake?
If I already saw this movie, The Running Man, right, and I already saw Lottery Ticket, which is the same thing. Someone wins a prize if they survive a certain amount of time, based on everybody else trying to kill them.
Is it called Lottery Ticket?
Yeah, with John Cena.
Jackpot? Is it called Jackpot? Yeah, John Cena and Aquafina.
It might be called Jackpot. I might be misquoting the title. Listen, you do it all the time. I'm allowed to do it once or twice.
I know. I misquoted it too at that time. I remember because I was like, oh, wait a minute. No, it's called this. So I think it's called Jackpot.
It's Jackpot. Okay. It's like, so yeah. I mean, is it really that far of a difference? I mean, like, no. I'm kind of going through a craze of like, I want uniqueness. And I was talking to one of my friends, and we're like, older films are now the uniqueness.
True.
A lot of new films are just repeats.
Correct. Well, case in point, Predator Badlands. We reviewed it, and that's a good take. It's unique. It's a different take, and so it's not following the same formulas as before. But I have to say, like, The Long Walk, when you get a chance, watch it because it's good. It tears you at the heart at moments. It's really good. Now here, Richard Dawson, who played Killian, as a bad guy, the way his mannerism, because I don't know if you ever saw the old original Family Feud, because he was the host of that, and it was pretty much the same. Because there's been multiple Family Feud with different hosts, but Richard Dawson was that host at a time, and it was kind of same swagger, and like he pretty much played himself, I thought. But do you know who directed this?
Paul Michael Glaser.
Do you know who he is?
He is a director.
Right, but he's also an actor. He is Starsky from Starsky and Hutch, the television show.
Did not watch that show.
It's okay. For people of my generation, the 50 and up crowd, we know exactly who he is. And I found it hysterical that he directed this. He directed a lot of mostly like television shows, but he did some here and there films. And it's like, what was the original budget for this? Because I don't remember.
27 million. Well, you got to remember, this
Gross.
was also Arnold Schwarzenegger was pretty popular around that time.
No, I get it.
Yeah,
and
then
Predator,
Terminator,
Commando,
and they pulled in some of the same
Commando.
actors like Jesse the Body Ventura and some other good actors. There was
what
surprisingly a good amount. Oh, worldwide gross 38 million.
That's not good.
Yeah, no, it's not considered one of his best films. If that's what you're arguing,
Raw Deal is actually worse. No, this movie is entertaining, but it's not. It doesn't stand with the other ones. You know,
absolutely.
It doesn't stand on the same pedestal. It was just running its course because you have his catchphrases. You know, it's like.
I mean, quality wise, this is arguably on par with like Commando.
Film quality.
Well, we're talking about like story concept and whatnot. Like it's just like point A to point B to C with some cheesy lines and a lot of one-liners and then a lot of dead bodies.
And watching this, you know, also something I noticed, his co-stars, his female co-stars are Latin. Here, you have Maria Conchita Alonso. You have the Spanish girl from Total Recall. You have the Spanish girl from Predator, right? Even though it was not a love interest, it was a Latin female that stood with him in a sense of like is equal. And then his housekeeper. Come on. He might have had a fetish. He liked the rice and beans.
I'm just saying.
Maybe it's a low blow, but I'm just
It definitely was.
Did you notice that?
I mean, that didn't live that long though, because like then you had like Last Action Hero, True of course, Lies, Kindergarten Cop.
What was that again? Say that again.
Kindergarten Cop.
Okay, the way you sounded first, I'm different. It sounded like you said kick a carton.
You should not talk.
Fair enough.
Overall, yeah, you're right. This is not one of his box office hits of a film.
For some reason, I thought it was, though. For some reason, I thought it
Let's be honest. Well. One of the main villains was dressed in light bright. If that doesn't scream, I shouldn't take this film serious in any category. I don't know what doesn't.
He shouldn't have died from electrocution from that. It wasn't that. Was it that high voltage?
Well, he emits electricity that fries people. And
I understand that, but shouldn't she have done also? Shouldn't she have gotten killed by that as well? Shouldn't she?
You sound like you said sushi.
Or Shang-Chi, something like that. Like I'm just saying, like when the water sprinklers went off, she was there.
Conductivity, I understand what you're saying. Listen, man, there's a lot of things that happen in this movie that just don't make sense. Flat out. It works as a whole as far as like this is literally one of those B movies that you watch to make fun of and laugh.
Yes. That's someone said it. Someone said it's a parody of something.
Probably. I don't know.
It's a parody of an action film and stuff like that. You know.
And I had this conversation with someone else the other day where I was introducing them to films, and I said it was Predator when we were talking about, but I gave this definition to them. I said it's a man's film, and they're like, "What do you mean a man's film?" They were young,
macho. It's macho.
And I'm like, no, like, and I explained to them, I'm like, I don't want you to think like in the woke mindset. Understand when I say a man's film. This is not a film of intelligence. This is a film.
Jesus Christ.
This is a film where you go down to watch it. There is going to be a lot of macho stuff that happens, but it's meant as satirical. It is literally there to be, I'll put this on. My brain itself will shut off. And there's going to be a lot of dopamine things that are going to happen. That are going to be just entertaining to me. Right. This is what a man's film is. And then I get a text back later and they're like, I understand what you're saying.
Now, for this movie to be a movie in the future.
Well, not now.
Well, no, just even then. Like, it's supposed to be in the future. So, like dress, hairstyle, technology, and all this stuff. They had like.
Well, we never got to see him go to Hawaii. He wanted to go to Hawaii, and
well, of course,
it could have been really featured there.
You know what I'm saying? Like everyone was dressed as they were back in that time that it was made. The dancers were very, they had the tease haircut. They're doing the side of like I don't know what this thing, the worm or standing worm. I don't know. People are doing it. They're doing the Arsenio Hall fist pump. The styling is terrible. They had the square TVs. Square TVs. And
The most futuristic thing they had was using CGI to simulate the fight.
That was almost like AI, but yes, you're right. They were mapping. It was a different. They just put the CGI on the person. Yes,
they didn't have it back then when the movie came out. So I mean,
no, true, but no, you're right. It's like deep fake.
Yeah, absolutely.
They did. It was like, and we had that like in abundance today. But I'm just saying, like the clothing style. Like you're taking a regular plane instead of like a spaceship. Now, granted, 2017 and 2019 already went and left. Like Back to the Future, what they thought it was going to be has not ever happened. We're still way behind that, but it just felt so like dated for a movie that came out in 1987. The future did not look promising in that aspect. That she has the Bowflex. He's so strong he can rip out of the ground, out of the flooring. No, but he rips it out of the floor. And I was like, ugh. Was there a great moment for you? Moment?
Listen, we laughed at some of the things. The fun moments are the cheesy moments that are literally bad.
What, so let me give you a lift?
Here's Sub-Zero. Now just plain Zero.
And where does he get the cigars? Like every time he goes to a place, they have a cigar waiting for him.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, how apropos,
I think
how
he
convenient.
went through a phase because wasn't it like Predator where he first got introduced to cigars? And
no, he's been doing it before.
It was before that?
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, in this one, he has like, I need a cigar in almost every scene I'm at. Okay, mm-hmm. when I'm with the rebellions, give me a cigar. I want to be there. I was like, and then you have the Fleetwood Mac. You have Fleetwood. He's the old guy. They put prosthetics on his face to make him look older.
Yeah.
And then you have Zappa. I'm like, what are these musical guys are the rebellion? Even though Zappa has like one eyebrow.
It's basically like Escape to New York, but on crack.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is wild to say because Escape to New York is a wild film, not Escape to New York from New York. Character Amber, like, I'm warning you, I get sick on air. Like, I get air sick, car sick. I'm going to throw up all over you. Go ahead. It won't show on this shirt.
but while she's saying that, she's on a bus. She's not getting sick there.
No, I thought it was the terminal while they were walking.
No, he was holding the thing. It was it was the bus still. But she said she gets motion sickness, car sickness, flight. It was like, come on.
Oh yeah, no, there's a lot of ridiculousness. The whole buzzsaw thing. It's like, where's Buzzsaw? He had to split.
I'm just saying, I was just like, so like all these cheesy taglines. Like they really pushed it. They really pushed it where they didn't have to. But it was just like, let's make an Arnold movie. Just make it.
I think this is like one of the starts. Like, no, they started earlier than that. But this is like they wanted to go full ham Arnold.
Granted, he was fully clothed. He was fully clothed for the most part. Usually he's not like
There's like a stripped down scene somewhere.
Yeah, there's like Total Recall. He's like in his towel, and even though it's in the beginning of he's in the towel. Then Red Heat, he's in a loincloth. Then
Predator loses a shirt.
Conan and.
Commando takes the top off. Yeah, I get it.
Well, he's in a bikini and one time in Commando. So he's in a Speedo.
That did not stick with me, apparently.
a bikini, not a female bikini, a bikini bottom, a Speedo.
I understand what you meant. I'm just saying it like that wasn't my focus. But anyways, clearly that stuck with you.
Fuck you. But yeah, this movie is entertaining.
It's entertaining, and like the performances.
Yeah, Richard Dawson, for me, he stole the movie. He was awesome.
You know what I would have wanted, and I think this may have been just a little bit better if I had a Spanish translator, subtitles, because she said a lot in Spanish that made me feel like she was cursing out the entire set.
Oh, she was. There's some cursing there. She was cursing.
No, I knew she was cursing. I was just like, I don't speak Spanish, man. I would have loved
I don't speak Spanish either, but I saw some of it. But a lot of it was like under her breath. Like you could catch what she's saying, but sometimes it's like just real quick and under her breath. And
oh no, there was plenty of scenes where she was just outright just commanding the air of cussing aloud.
What I do find interesting, though, the propaganda aspect of it is true today. Yeah. We have a lot of propaganda in the United States, in Russia, all this stuff. There's, North Korea, all this stuff. They use the airwaves. That's what the Trump administration is trying to do now, is trying to control the media, trying to control some show programs as well.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to control what is being shared and all this stuff. And we had that in Vietnam. In Vietnam, there's a lot of times like the military will get the news and they'll redact or skim over or cancel some information out to control the news, to be how it's spread and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate that aspect and how that reality is current today. You have
like half the crew's like wrestlers, or
Jim Kelly.
The wrestler types.
Jim Kelly was a football player.
Mm-hmm.
His scene was very short. You have Jesse Ventura though. Okay, that was one of the best scenes. Like he was awesome. I'll say that he was awesome too when he's doing his fitness segment. And he'll show up into the screen, he'll flex, and then walk away while he's holding the flex. And then he comes out, because they call him to unretire, and he's wearing
like, I'm
this...
not going to wear this crap.
And all the noise is making as he's walking. I think it was a play on Terminator. I think it was a joke on Terminator, because it was like the metal, all that stuff, and then he's trying to move his arm. And
because it's supposed to be like cybernetic or something like that.
Right. Jesse Ventura has a presence, or he had a presence when he was in those films, even though that was short-lived for him. That's the only 2 films I think he's done with Arnold.
And that Arkham Asylum Guard in Batman and Robin. Well, Batman and Robin did have Arnold Schwarzenegger, so yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right, yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, not really.
Yeah. I mean, the weak moments in this film, too many to
list.
Plenty.
I mean,
it's too many. It's too many to list.
And they had good actors.
No, they did. They did. His buddies. Photo. Yes, his wig though. His wig was atrocious.
Absolutely.
And then you have the Sweden Sven, the security guy.
They don't use him. Like he sits there as a eye candy for the fact that he can do stuff, and then he's like, I'm not getting paid enough, and then he walks off.
But what I'm trying to say is that he is one of Arnold's closest friends.
Yeah.
And his best friend, Franco Columbo, he's in it also. He's like in the TV studio room. Like he is short.
I thought you were going to mention Kurt Fuller.
No, Franco Columbo, he says a line and is dubbed because of his accent. They dubbed his voice.
So disrespectful. But yeah, they
but that was his very best friend. Very best friend.
Mm-hmm.
All right, to go back to Rotten Tomatoes, it is still scored 60% by the critics and 61% by the audience. Not too impressive, but who do you side with?
I mean, we're talking about 1% difference, bro.
I know.
Unless you're going to be like leaning more into one category.
What category is that?
Either like percentage-wise or like, I would have rated it higher or I would have rated it lower. I think 60, I think the critics were more on the point with this one.
Okay.
It's a fun time. It's good. Just because it's a 60 doesn't mean it's not a good time to laugh and make fun of.
It's a popcorn film.
Popcorn and a beer.
Okay.
I'm just saying, it's literally you don't want to go into this thinking.
Right.
Yeah.
But I wanted to see it in preparation for the remake. Is this the second or third Arnold remake? Because I know Total Recall with Colin Farrell, that's a remake.
Mm-hmm.
Now this, The Running Man. Is there another Arnold remake that was out there?
I mean, we don't count Terminators.
No.
And we can't count the Predators.
No.
There was Conan the Barbarian with Jason Momoa.
That's right. Correct. So that's 3.
Yeah, and then Red Sonja. Just recently, there was a remake for Red Sonja.
Yeah, but
it's arguable
wasn't a star. They made him. They try to make him a star. They try to.
He was supposed to be, and then got complex.
We can count that. Why not? So that's 4.
Yeah. I thought there was a show for True Lies.
Yes, they made a show, True Lies. Yes, the main guy was from Shameless.
Okay, so I guess that counts, right?
Sure, why not?
I would say that would be the last one.
So that's what? That's 5 projects. True Lies, Red Sonja, Conan, Total Recall, and now The Running Man. Sure, why not? That's 5 of those. Total Recall, my God, they let me down on that one. Because usually, is sometimes it's so hard to make a remake of the original, and I'm kind of hoping that this blows this one out of the water. It probably will, and I gotta see if Steven Stephen King thinks about this one in the sense of like, does he approve of it in the sense of, is it
Well,
closer
I'll say
to
this: it can't be worse.
true? Is this worth the watch?
Like I said, with a beer,
one and done. Then
it's absolutely one and done. It's not one that needs to be in a collection of Arnold films, to be honest.
Okay, fair enough.
What about you?
One and done or not worth it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, if you're gonna have a beer, be with some friends, and you are of the mindset of watching a trash film, one and done, 100%.
You know what?
If
You know
you're
what
not,
this movie also reminded
let it pass.
Right. You know what this reminded me also?
Toxic Avenger?
Cyborg.
Yeah, and we hated Cyborg.
Yes, after rewatching it, yes.
Yes, this is better than Cyborg.
Yes.
But I would say, like, I would have been comfortable if you said this movie needed to be 50 or 40% on the scale. I would have been like, yeah, I can go with that too.
I'm just saying, like, you know, in the sense of, in comparison to Cyborg, there are similarities. You know, the Earth is in shambles, what have you. Granted, this is a little different because in Cyborg, it's total apocalyptic, if that's a word. And, you know, people are always dirty. Yeah, that's the word. And, you know, she's the cyborg is a cure, but that's what that kind of had that same feel in a way, though, regardless.
And then Lightbright shows up. I had that toy. I only got about 4 uses out of it until something burned out. But I'm just saying.
You're talking about the blonde figure.
No, it was called Lightbright, which was the toy where you punch the little dots.
Yeah,
in the holes.
I had that too. Growing up. You had the updated version compared to what I had. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
But those were literally what was strapped to this guy's body and helmet.
I know. You know, he could really sing opera too, right?
Oh, I could tell he could sing. The performance, though.
Very true. Very true. All right, guys. That is our throwback review of 1987's The Running Man. Have you seen it? What was your favorite moment, if you have one? And maybe who was your favorite character? Because there was a plethora here to choose from. Let us know in the comments below. Plethora. Where's that from?
Three Amigos.
Yes.
What does plethora mean?
Oh, jefe. No, he says, do you think I have a plethora of... Oh, yes, you have plenty. Oh, yes, you have such mucho plethora. Oh, yes, jefe. We got to review that one. Until next time, we'll be the next time. I'm Angel.
I'm Adon.
Love you, bro.
Love you, too.